Yeah. Hey, good morning. Okay, let's take the camera down here. We're going to go down here. Get some of these cuts made. I'm prepping up the feathers. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Good morning. Who is that? Hey, Todd, how are you doing? Do you have a good time at the show? Was it pretty big? Was it a really big show? You'd think something at Kansas City would be pretty big. Were you working this morning? Good morning, everybody. Okay, one more. Then we'll start tying up. I am feeling just tired and drained today. I don't know if I just didn't get enough sleep. Okay, this is where we are. Let's get up here. Oh, really? It did? Oh, really? They didn't have a lot of tackle stuff there, or what? On hunting or whatever? Yeah, I've never been to that show. Yeah, they're going to have some fishing boats and stuff in Pryor. If it's anything like last year. Oh, your name is Crystal? Okay, cool. Yeah, that one's not Crystal. That fella is Todd. His wife is named Crystal. No, you crochet? Oh, cool. My wife does that. She does knitting and crocheting. Hey, how's it going there? This is our Thunderbird lure. I'm going to be tying the Barbie doll here in just a bit. Yeah, a bunch of lures. We got a couple of empty spots. I did a great Oh yeah, I did have a good time hanging out with my wife. Yep. We didn't do much. We sat and, you know, she is playing on her phone last night and doing some knitting stuff last night. Used to be good, just really has gone downhill. Yeah, they haven't had that show since COVID, from what I hear. So maybe a lot of the vendors, you know, went to or planning on different shows. Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Do appreciate that. Yesterday morning, I tied a lot of orders. We did not get a single order during the day yesterday. We did yesterday morning, but they were all those orders got out about as soon as they came in. So we had a really fantastic weekend business-wise. I do when the weather is a little bit warmer. This one here is a size 1. This here is a 1/8 ounce, though. 1/8 ounce head, number 1 hook. But this is our Thunderbird lure. Some people kind of say it's the electric chicken, but I mean, it is what it is. Biggest fish I ever caught was about maybe a 50-pound flathead. Biggest crappie, 3.5 pounds. Biggest bass is about 10.5. You bet. I'm just here tying away, making lures for the store here. We do have a website. We have a link in our bio. I don't know what kind of crocheting hook she uses. She knows. I mean, she does that stuff. I don't really know a whole lot about what she does. Do I fish in deep waters? No, mainly lakes. Every so often I'll go to a river and fish, but not that much. My stuff is I fish fresh water. I'm up here in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where I'm from. She's not here. Maybe when she gets off work, I'll say somebody on YouTube wanted to know what kind of crochet hook you have, or yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff. They do have a little booth at like a craft store that her, my daughter, and mother-in-law, they all make things and try to sell them there. Hey, Slime Time, how you doing? I make anywhere from 100 to, you know, about 400. Sometimes I do 500 a day. Those are long days. I'll be having a few long days pretty soon because I'll be getting ready for a tackle show. I got my grandson coming over today, so he'll be coming in after about 4:30 today. So I'll be hanging out with him a little bit. I'm going to try to work in the evening afterwards. I got to get a lot of lures made for a tackle show coming up. And I think I may get a tackle show order this week. Hoping I do. Hey there, Rudy. This is our Thunderbird lure, 1/8 ounce. We do make this in a bunch of different sizes. But these can be used for crappie, bass, perch, all kinds of fish. We do have a website. We have a link in our bio. And it is RubenFloresJigs.com. I fish for crappie and sand bass and catfish mainly. Yeah, and same size fish, but I prefer to hunt pike and walleye. So I was wondering, a lot of the bigger lures that we make, like the 1/4 ounce, people will use those for a lot of different fish. I don't know if they'd work for a pike or not, but I imagine somebody's tried to catch a pike with our lures. We do on our website. We only have one size larger, which is the 1/4 ounce. I don't know if they would work for pike. But we do have a lot of people that use that 1/8 ounce and 1/4 ounce for walleye. Around here we have walleye, and so we got guys catching them on 1/16 ounce, 1/8 ounce, and we do have a dam nearby, and so some of the people are using our lures to catch walleye below the dam. But we got guys that fish above the dam too, and they're fishing really deep. A lot of times they'll use the drop shot sinker to get the lure down there, and they'll like double rig and kind of troll real slow to get their walleye. Todd, who is in here, he's under his wife's account. Crystal, he catches walleye. He goes walleye fishing up there in Kansas. And I'm thinking they sometimes use our lures for walleye. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be a pretty day. I think we're going to be in the 50s today. I think we're going to be around 50 degrees or so. Guys, thank you for the likes. I do appreciate all the likes coming in. We do have over 40 colors of lures. on our site, as well as 7 different sizes. And we do get the orders out really fast. Get them out fast. I pre-tie a lot of the lures. We got a lot of lures hanging on our wall. That's where these will be going. Not really. They don't really hurt. I mean, I'm not young by any means, so my fingers, you know, they're kind of always, you know, again, they've had many years of a lot of work with my hands. Oh, yeah, I'm 58 years old, 58. I do appreciate that, me looking young. Yeah, I turned 58 last week. Last week or the week before. On the 9th, whatever the 9th was. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, make sure to also subscribe too while you're in here. I go live every day. And I'm also on the TikTok app too. And I'm on here every day. Some days I go live with both apps going. This morning I thought just to dedicate this live to you guys, exclusive. Then already down a week back. Yep. And you know what? I got a week back too. Sometimes my back hurts. I'll be doing another lure here with the pink head in a little bit. Do I have any thinner hooks? I don't know what BFS is. Is that a brand of hook? I don't have any thinner. I use mustad hooks. I use mustads. These I'm making all the same color because we're empty on our wall. We are empty on the wall here. I'll show you what we have on the wall here. Let me tie this dude off. Yeah, we have lots of lures. Yeah, I'll take you over to the wall. Here we go. This is my shop. This is where I make lures. So what I'm doing here is that's the hook that the ones I'm making. It's completely empty. So I'm having to make a bunch of those. That's the ones, the 1/8 ounce without any eyes, and I got to make some of those sometime. You know, I want them to be about at least that thick, you know, with lures. But we had a really good week. And so those are the 1/32, 1/16, 1/16 with eyes. I got to make a bunch more of those too. That's the peanut butter and jelly. So we had a really busy weekend, and we sold a bunch of lures. So a lot of times, if you do order a 1/32, 16th ounce or 1/8 ounce, you're gonna get them out really fast. You're gonna get them fast. Then I got to make a bunch of midnights too later on too. But so we got a lot of lures to make today. We do also sell fly tying material. We sell chenille, feathers, marabou, neck hackle. We got some tools like scissors, bobbins, whip finishers. We also sell like flashing too, like what I'm using. And then we got a lot of different colors of thread there. Hey, how's it going there, Dalton? No, I don't have a trot magnet or anything like that. Nope. Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I've been doing this for about 14 years, and we've been in this building for 6 years, maybe. No, 5 years. So our bread and butter are the lures. We do have our own brand of crappie pole. We got a crappie pole, catfish. We have 2 crappie poles. We have the, which one is this? This is our little 4-foot dock rod. That's our 4-foot dock rod right there. And it's like medium action on it. You can feel everything on there. It does have a cork handle. This is our 7-foot Flowcast Ninja. And this one is a medium fast action. You can feel a lot of things. You could sling it out there pretty good. Again, you can use those for crappie and trout. And then we do have a catfish pole. This is our Flowcast striker rod. You got your EV foam grip there. You got a metal reel seat. It is a medium heavy action. You're gonna get a lot of bend out of it. Yeah, this is my own shop. Yep. We do have our lures in like tackle stores too. So we have our lures at Tackle Bandit in Collinsville, Oklahoma. Also Nabatac Outdoors and here in Claremore. Shields All Sports in Tulsa. You can also find them online too at shields.com. Also tacklebandit.com. And then we have the Rusty Hook out in Eufaula, Oklahoma. And in Cost City, we have Angler's Edge. We have Fatheads Tackle in Manford, Oklahoma. What else do we have? CJ's Bait Shop up in Oklahoma City. And where else? Thomasville, Alabama. So I still got a few more of these to make, and then I'm going to switch colors a little bit. Hey, TK. I got to see Brian go live again last night. I think that's his first live. I'm not sure from his fly show that he went to. It's good to see Brian. Brian's doing good. I don't say proud of him. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm proud of him. I'm a lot older than he is. I've been tying for, you know, a whole lot longer than him. And he is like, makes really good lures, really good flies. And I knew he was going to, with how, you go back about a year and a half ago when I first started, when Brian and I became friends back then. It could be 2 years too. But I knew he was going to do something great. I mean, he does tattoos, and I've seen some of the tattoos that he's done and stuff. But I knew that the fly tying was going to be it is going to be his. He's got, I knew he wasn't gonna do tattoos anymore. Oh, he did go Sunday night. Yeah, okay, I didn't know. But I'm excited for him. He has a lot of really good things coming his way. But I'm just really thrilled for really for what God's done in his life. He's just a amazing tire. How many more of these in this style do I have to make? I got to make, including this one, 4 more. And then I'm going to switch colors up a little bit. It's not going to be that much different in the color. It's going to be pretty much the same colors, just kind of reversed. And I'll be making the Barbie doll lure here in just a bit. And it's just a little bit different of a color. We get a lot of people that like pink and chartreuse together. And so one of the colors that I made years ago, I used to call it Cinderella. And we ended up just changing it to Barbie doll. I didn't realize in my vast lexicon of lures that I had 2 colors that were really similar. And I had called them both Cinderella colors, and I did that by accident. But now the Cinderella color has it has purple in it on my Cinderella lure. Why do you call it Barbie style? This one's not the Barbie. This is the Thunderbird. This is the Thunderbird lure. The other one's the Barbie style. It has more pink in it. And we sell a bunch of those. We sell a bunch of the Barbie doll. I think the Barbie doll is going to move in the top 10 this year. It's a lure that I've tied for years, but we only offered it on the website probably about a year ago. So, Saving Grace, how's it going? Yes, they do. They do work good in saltwater too. So I got to make 4 more, including this one, and then I'll be going to the next color. Got to get back to work. What kind of work do you do? Got to bust up the basement. Are you in construction? Well, I do appreciate your order, and it should be coming out there sometime this week. Oh, plumbing. Okay. Oh, adding 2 bathrooms. That's cool. I've been on here 30 minutes. It's going to be a pretty day. Hopefully a lot of this snow will melt away. We got about 6 to 8 inches of snow the other day. Yep, thank you everybody for tuning in. Here on YouTube, I try to go for about an hour. If I'm pouring lead or painting, you know, it may be 2.5, 3 hours. But if I'm tying like in the morning, and today I got on pretty early, I didn't have any orders going out. You know, probably for 40 minutes to an hour or something. Hey there, Remington. Thank you. But yeah, Dalton's leaving. He has to get back to work. Dalton had to go back to work. Ooh. Hey, TF, how's it going there? Remington, my wife got me a bed for my birthday. We've been needing a bed for a while, and I guess all my complaining, you know, it finally paid off. No, but she got me a bed for my birthday, and it's one of those kinds that they, you know, it kind of lifts up and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. That we're supposed to get it in today. It's coming in through FedEx. I'm excited because our bed is, it's just not, it's always uncomfortable. Gonna try to listen. Yep. But I'm excited for that. Just excited. Yep. I'm your biggest fan. I'm 10 years old. I didn't know you were just 10. I did not know that. I'll tell you a funny story. As you guys know, I go live on the other platform. And a couple of years back, I was tying late at night. And yeah, they are. Yeah, they sure are. Yeah, she got it financed. It's not like we could pay for it all at one time. Hey there, ZB. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I'm tying late one night. Now we're talking about TF. TF's 10 years old, and so I'm tying late, and so I had a lot of people in the chat, and there was this one person, and we're just going to call him Johnny because I can't remember the fellow's name. And so he's asking me really, really cool questions about our lures, and all these really good questions he was asking. And so we're talking back and forth, and he's like, well, how can I, you know, I had some questions, a little more questions. And he says, you know, he's like, I'm sorry for asking all these questions, but I said, well, just go ahead and DM me your phone number and all that. If you're wanting to place an order or something, and you're trying to figure it out or whatever. And so anyway, it was probably about 11 o'clock our time. And I just took it for granted he was an adult. And so I didn't realize that I did call him up. Some lady answered the phone because I didn't know who it was. It's somebody here texting and on my lives. And so I called up, and the lady's like, oh, Johnny? You know, Johnny's supposed to be in bed. Johnny's only 8 years old. And so I felt weird because I'm an adult grown man. I didn't know the person that was chatting to me was like 8 years old, you know. And so I said, I am so sorry. I said, he's been watching me on this app. And I just thought that was crazy. And so, because I'd be worried if some old guy was calling up my 8-year-old son. I said he's been watching, he's been asking really good questions, and I said I just want to leave it at that. I said, but if you do want to place an order, because he's a kid, I said I'll send him some extra product or whatever. I said, but I'm so sorry. I felt so weird and so bad. But I didn't know that you were 10 years old. I had no clue at all. Yep. Guys, welcome in, everybody. So I get inundated, like yesterday on my live here on this channel. I was getting a bunch of people trolling, people asking me weird questions, and I thought, okay, I know where this conversation's going. And then the next comment would be like, okay, it's time for you to leave. You didn't know? That was really nice. Well, I called because I thought it was a customer. I thought it was a dude, like a regular, someone, older, 18 and older. And the lady answered, well, I thought, well, that's his wife. She's like, no, Johnny's only 8 years old. He's not supposed to be watching anything this late at night, And at that time, it's 11 o'clock here, so it's 9 o'clock there. And little Johnny, 8-year-old Johnny, he was supposed to be in bed. Oh, you did? Oh, that's no good. A snowball out of car. Yeah, I've done that too. I remember I worked at a restaurant, and they called it 5 Points in Kerrville, Texas. The restaurant was called Tinsley's Chicken and Rolls. And so at the end of every night, we would have, we'd have leftover fried chicken and all that. And so a lot of the stuff we would take home, and then they didn't mind that. But we had all these extra rolls. So we got up on the building, and again, the place is called 5 Points because there's an intersection, 5 different, it's 5 different street corners on this intersection. And we were throwing rolls at cars going by. I was probably 16, maybe 17 years old. But no, yeah, you shouldn't be throwing snowballs at cars. At the gym, yeah, Johnny probably he probably got in big trouble. Yeah, it was one of those late nights. When I first got into the building here, we were doing a tackle show or something, and I was staying up late to make a lot of lures, and so again, if I'm pretty accessible. I'm very accessible. Our site has our address, our phone number, and everything like that. And so, I do try to make myself accessible to everyone, and to try to answer questions or things like that. I'm pretty easygoing, and how would I say? I'm not private. So, but anyway, yeah, that was kind of strange that night. I've had a lot of strange occurrences. I just take it in stride, keep on going, But we do have a website. It's RubenFloresJigs.com. We do have a link in our bio. Yeah, you're my buddy. You're fine. You're my friend. Yeah, I got friends on here. Look at that feather. Look at that feather. Yesterday, I was breathing in so many feathers, and but I'm excited to be here, and if you guys have any questions or anything like that, I am totally down with it. We have this one and then one more, and then we're going to switch up the colors a little bit. Oh, I've been live here for at least 2 months. I've been going live here. Some days, Brent, I go live on both channels at the same time. I got another phone holder. This one that I have is a really nice phone holder. I need to find something else. But I use that, and a lot of times I go live on both channels. But I'll be live over there still. I don't know if they're going to go away or not. And that was the first channel on TikTok there that, I mean, I you know, got a big following. I got like a really big following over there. I don't want to abandon them, but if they keep that app running, I'm still going to go on both apps. You know, I do like it over here on YouTube from a financial perspective. As far as the gifting and all that, you know, you get to keep more here on this app than you do on the other app. I think I only have like maybe 350 or 400 more watch hours left to where I can qualify to be monetized. I don't care about the donations as much. I know that sometimes they do. I've had a bunch of people in the last week or so asking how they can donate. You know, I'm like, if you want to donate and give gifts, that's fine. I do on the other channel, 2, 4, 5. One more. If you do, yeah, that'd be nice. But TF, man, you gotta talk to your parents. I am not going to go to Norway or wherever for a young person. You got to get with your parents if you want me to go there. If I ever do go there, I got to make sure it's okay. If I do get out there, I'm gonna bring my wife too, because she's never really traveled. My wife's never been on an airplane. You guys know that? I don't know if I've ever shared that. My wife's never been on an airplane before. You live in Norway too? Wow. But no, I'd love to go to Norway. I bet it's really beautiful out there. I live here in Oklahoma, and it's really pretty here. Oklahoma, on this side of Oklahoma, it's beautiful. The other side of Oklahoma is beautiful too. It's just they don't have a lot of lakes and rivers like they do on this side. How do make jigs? Yeah, this is what I do. I make fishing lures or jigs. It's what I do. We do sell these vices too. We sell a Peak rotary vise. This one here has the saltwater jaws on it. But we do sell an affordable kit if you want to start making lures yourself. It runs about $40, and it comes with all the tools in there. So you guys can start making lures. Are you still in here, Remington? I was going to ask, have you gone hunting lately? I know Remington likes to hunt. Hey there, Saving Grace. What a panhandle is. Yeah, it's beautiful. I bet it is. Yep. I used to live down in Pompano Beach in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, you've been trying to make your own lures? That's cool. Yeah, that is our Thunderbird lure right there. That's a 1/8 ounce. Again, those will catch crappie, perch, bass, all kinds of fish. Okay, now we're going to get ready. We're going to switch over. And as I switch over, I'm going to need some different color chenille. Some different flashing. We're going to get the purple flash out. We're going to make our Barbie doll lure. Okay, so I'm going to need to switch. Right now, I have my chartreuse and pink feathers out. So I'm going to switch up where I have the placement because I have an order. I don't think it's OCD. It's just the order of how I do something. So I'm going to switch my pink feathers and my chartreuse feathers. Let's get our purple flash out. Okay. Have any tips? Nice lure colors. I don't know. I mean, I would say if you enjoy tying, just experiment with different colors. I mean, that's what I did in the beginning. When I first started to YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook had just started. And when I started making lures, I started selling them almost right away. I had no inclination of me selling lures and it ever becoming a full-time business. I just never had that in mind. But I started selling them, you know, I guess everybody could say on the side or whatever. And as I was doing that, I was thinking I need to start cataloging these pictures or take pictures of my lures. And so I started doing that and putting pictures up on Facebook. And I wasn't even really expecting to get orders from people from different states. And so I would experiment with a color. I would tie up a color that looked really nice. And it was just one lure, and I'd take a picture and put it on Facebook. And so with that happening, everything just kind of blew up, and it kind of just turned into a business. And then eventually I was able to go back to work physically because I was going through a bunch of surgeries when I started fishing for crappie. And then at the time I had owned a barbecue trailer, and I thought, you know what, I'm to the point to where I have more customers with lures than I did with with barbecue customers, because we were in a small town. I got friends of mine that are on TikTok that they live in Chelsea, Oklahoma. That's where we started our little business, and now we're in Claremore. We live out in the country, and but no, I had no clue at all I was going to be doing what I did, and I would take pictures and catalog them on Facebook and on my camera. And now we got a lot of pictures on our cloud. I think I probably have about, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 pictures of lures. And well, look at that. I'm going to have to, I need the other thread for this. Oh, how did I do that? There we go. But I would just, any tips is just experiment, try different things out. Again, if you're not doing it for a business, you could do whatever you want to do. Pink, where's my pink at? They are, and that's with the coloring. A lot of that depends on where you live and what type of waters you have, because again, the colors, some colors that work great on my lake that I fish on may not necessarily work on your lake. And then there's colors that are like our top selling lure. It's nothing fancy. It's just a silver and white lure. and that's our #1 seller right there, the Shiner. We sell a bunch of those, and we sell those all over the country. You know, that color there, it's pretty universal. So that's a color there that works on my lake, but it'll work on a bunch of other lakes too. Oh, what is my best selling? Oh, you don't have to retract it. I see it. Don't worry. Don't. If you ask a question and I'm answering it, don't retract it. You guys, you don't have to go through that long, laborious journey of retracting a message. Okay, these here, everything's reversed. Instead of me putting a chartreuse tail first, I'm putting the pink down, and then I'm going to follow it up with chartreuse. And I'll put these lures side by side here in just a bit, and they're, you know, there's a little bit difference in color, but you know, sometimes a little bit goes a long way. You know, as far as some lakes and waters, fish are more attracted to pink colors. What I found out, and I've never freshwater fished for trout, but I can kind of tell because we get customers from all over the country. It seems to me that a color that works good for trout is pink. And we do have a lot of people in the country here that use our lures. What they'll do if they live in a state that doesn't allow barbs, they'll take the barb and clamp them down and basically turn it into a barbless hook. Okay, we're going to go up here. Boom. We're going to go there, and then we're going to go down here. There we go. So this is our Barbie doll lure. I do make one that's called Cinderella, but we don't have that on our site. And the Cinderella one has more purple. It has a purple body, basically. They're kind of girly colors, I guess, put that way. But they catch fish. How many times can you use one lure before? We've had some people catch over 1,000 fish with one of our lures. Now, those are crappie. So if you're catching a more aggressive fish, it may not last as long. Now, we've had someone catch over 500, you know, what you call sand bass or white bass with one of our lures. But I'm not going to promise and guarantee that you're going to catch 1,000 with one lure. I mean, from the picture on Facebook, that lure looked really mangled, you know, at the end, you know. But hey, you know, that person got their money's worth. They caught over 1,000 crappie with just one lure. Okay, so I'm holding up the Thunderbird, which is up here. And then the Barbie doll has more color, and it has a purple flash too. So they look pretty much alike, you know. But the difference is you got more pink in this one here. And again, we got a lot of people. I think this color is going to move into the top 10, you know, this year. It runs 40. Let me go grab one of those here. Let me grab one of those kits here. Normally, I keep one over here right next to me because it's an easy way to get into fly tying, jig making. It's an easy way. Remington has the Terra Royal Coachman. That is this right here. I'll set that right there. But you got your vise. You got like scissors. I think you have tweezers in there. I'm not sure, but you got a whip finish there. You have your hackle pliers. I'm thinking, and I'm not sure, that might be a stacker. I'm not sure. Let me see what it is. Does it tell me on the box here? Okay. This box here has it's a vise with a built-in case. You get your iris scissors, and that's iris, not Irish. Ceramic bobbin, bobbin threader, bodkin with half hitch tool, rotating whip finisher, hair stacker. Yep, those are hair stackers, and then hackle pliers. So it's a pretty cool little kit to get. Yeah, if you're wanting to get started, these run 40. You can use the Flow 10 discount and save 10% too. But it's a pretty cool little kit. Remington has this kit. Again, there's a lot of people out there. Some of these people have a lot of money to spend, and they'll buy. You know, in fact, we had someone buy the rotary vise that we have here, and we had a fella spend probably about $1,500 to $2,000. And this was probably about 3 years ago. He spent a lot of money on material because he went out and bought chenille, feathers from us, a lot of stuff. And about after 2 months, he just didn't care about tying anymore. He's like, I might as well just buy my jigs. He goes, it just takes too long. I don't have the time. I have to work full time. And so this here's a great way to get into it. And it's not that that person didn't like tying, but sometimes you get people, they spend a lot of money and then they realize, oh, I don't make good lures. I just don't like tying, you know. But this is a good way to get into it and to make lures, and it runs 40, but you could spend an additional, I don't know, $30, $40 and be able to get thread, chenille, feathers. Yep. Yep. So we've sold a lot of these kits. They're pretty, you know, inexpensive, and they're not the best tools. And I'm just going to be open with you guys. You're not getting the supreme, you know, best of the best tools in those kits, but they will work. They'll get you started. Yeah, yeah. I've seen vices that run, you know, even more than that. Yeah. But our vise here runs 230. We do sell it with the D arm. Now it's not with. Can you hear it now? I must have accidentally pressed mute. That's probably what I did. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. But yeah, you get a lot of people that will spend they'll spend a lot of money on vices, and then uh, a couple months later, they realize they don't like making them. So it's an easy way to get into tying. If you're a parent, you want to get your kid. Ooh, that was a loud truck. If you're a parent and your kid wants to make lures, it's a good inexpensive way to get into it. We had a kid. I thought I heard a truck here or a car. Yeah, we had a parent buy one of those Royal Coachman vices for his kid, um, and they went ahead and got it. The kid loved it. The kid tied with it for about, and I say kid, he's probably, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, and his kid loved tying so much, and they went ahead and bought this vice here. But it's a good vice. This vice is awesome. This is the kind of vice that'll last you a lifetime. I've tied so many lures with this. I when I tell people, some people will say, "Well, do you think it's really going to last a lifetime?" I'm like, I've tied almost a million lures with my vice. I don't think you're going to tie, or your son's going to tie that many lures. Maybe he'll tie that many, but odds are, most people don't tie that many lures. Again, this is our Barbie doll lure. Excuse me. Do I make special ones for myself? Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do also make custom lures too. If you go to our website, you can leave messages there, and if you're wanting custom colors, just drop me a message there, leave a phone number and all that, and a lot of times with the custom orders, it's easier to do it by phone in a conversation. Oh, well, thank you there, TN, Tennessee. Is that Tennessee or just TN? So, guys, I'm going to take a little break here. This will be my last lure. And I got to take care of some text messages and phone calls. So I do look forward to seeing you guys a little bit later on. If you don't follow me on TikTok or Facebook, make sure to give me a follow there. Um, but it helps. Yep, it's helped to know. Yep, I'm from Georgia. Well, hey there, Owen. So, guys, I'm going to take off for a little bit. I'm going to take a little break and make sure to pick me up on TikTok, Facebook, and all that. I'm also, I do lives on other things like Clapper. Pretty soon I'll be on Rumble too. I am on Rumble right now, but on any platform, look for Ruben Flores Jigs. Remember, guys, RubenFloresJigs.com. Flow 10 saves you 10%. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.